Good morning to you, Spanish Fork. We are here at the Spanish Fork International Airport. Well, not quite. I'm Pete Hansen, and I have Chris Childs with me here, the airport manager. We are here for the 2020 version of Wings and Wheels.
Yep, Utah's Festival of Speed.
Awesome, and it's been loud and fast here this morning from what I've seen already.
Yep, we've had our powered parachutes going already. They've started some of the racing. The autocross has been going on with the Porsche Club, and we got a lot of really neat aviation things still to come and some great racing. Unfortunately, we had to limit the attendance to 1,000 people. Typically, we get about 5,000 to 6,000 people at this event, so we sold out the last of the tickets last night, and so the 1,000 people that do get here are going to be able to experience one of the best shows that we've ever put on, I think, down here. We've got one of the best aerobatic shows going on. We've got these radio controlled airplanes. They're going to do a formation flight with some jets. We'll have cars. We've got two Bugattis coming today that are worth over $1 million a piece that are going to be seeing how fast they can go down the runway.
Hey, is it okay if I drive one of those?
I don't think so.
Oh, great, Chris, thanks.
Unless you got a really big insurance policy.
Oh yeah, sure, I can cover that.
The other thing we've never had before this year, we've got pyrotechnics. We've got one of our air show performers. They're going to be blowing off they call it well, I can't say what they call it. They call it an F-bomb.
Okay.
but it's going to be 80 gallons of gasoline that they're going to blow off. It's going to create this great big smoke ring, and our aerobatic pilot's going to be doing his routine flying through a smoke ring 500 feet above the ground.
Amazing. So this is a great day. So you see these kind of things happening in the future too, for future shows?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think every year it just seems to get a little bit better.
It sure does. Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thanks for watching. This will be a great program. Stay with us throughout the rest of the show to get some highlights of what's going on. Thanks,
good.
Chris.
Thank you.
Free falling all the way back down into Spanish Fork. One jumper away. Two pull to shoot. Come on, shoot number 3. There we go. We've got it. touchdown for these guys. What a thrill to have these guys here. And now we're approaching, we jumped out, we free fall from about 5,000 feet. We're coming up close to around 3,000 feet now as he's setting up. And again, a bunch of extra drag out here as he's flying our flag. And we are pretty excited.
My name is Richard Seal, and I've been with Wings and Wheels. This is our 8th year, I believe. We founded this together, Chris Childs and I, and several different people at the airport. But the idea was to kind of bring together a really great event that celebrates speed in general, with aircraft, automobiles, and basically anything that moves that can go fast. We're all about celebrating that. So in addition to the racing events, we still have a car show here every year. And it's a typical, I guess you could say, small town classic car show, but it has a really great feel with a live band. And you'll see everything from 55 Chevys. We had some really rare Porsches and foreign cars show up today. And actually some of the top builders that build classic cars on a national level are actually here with us today. And so we're privileged to have some of them, and their cars are here. We had the first legal cash days in Utah here at Spanish Fork Airport a couple years ago. What that is we bring out street legal cars, and we don't prep the runway. It's just like they would be on the street, and they race side by side in a single elimination format for cash. Hence the name Cash Days. And what you end up having is some extremely fast cars. Most of them are very close or over 1,000 horsepower. And it's really fun to watch. Some excellent drivers to keep the car straight in this type of an environment, but they're side by side, and it always just brings a great crowd. Autocross is a tight road course, if you will, with different types of technical turns, and it's sponsored by the Porsche Club of Utah. And this year, the Porsche Club and the Lotus Club got together. And so we had a large variety of cars instead of just Porsches. But some of the fastest Porsches that are made were here today, like GT3 RS and some GT4s. But the Lotuses were strong today. And then we also had a bunch of national champion Mustang drivers that came out. So this little autocross here in the lot of the airport is starting to get some national attention, which makes it really fun.
This is my 12th season flying air shows. Actually my first time being here today, so I'm really excited to be a Utah native to get to fly here at Spanish Fork. I started flying model airplanes when I was about 8 years old. Really, that's truly where I got into it. I got my pilot's license when I was about 19 years old, and you know, like every young kid's dream is to become a commercial airline pilot. Like 5 years into it, I realized, you know, this isn't for me. I actually took an aerobatic lesson from a gentleman in Heber, which is where I got my start in aerobatics, and that's kind of where I started back in 2004.
Snap it, Brad, on the way down. 1, 2, 3, as he stops the right rudder all the way to the floor. You're jerking the stick back. Spanish Fork, here he is, getting you just a little warm-up of the Lucas Oil best time. him, Brad. That's when he jerks the stick all the way back, stomps on the right rudder. 1, 2, 3.
This is an airplane they call an MXS. It's made by a company called MX Aircraft. It weighs 1,185 pounds. It's built out of all carbon fiber. About 385 horsepower. It's powered by a 540 cubic inch Lycoming engine. In layman's terms, it's got a lot of power per weight, you know, and that's what you really want for this type of stuff. One of my bigger sponsors that I have is actually the Patey Brothers, which is right here at this airport. Best Tugs, they sponsor me. They have done for about the last 3 years, which I'm super thankful of them. Lucas Oil is also my sponsor. They've been with me for 6 years now. So I'm really happy to have both of those two companies on board with me, and they're great support to Bratwurst and air shows. So I would definitely come back and visit you. This is like right up my alley. I love cars, I love drag racing. Like, that's one of my biggest things that I love. So anytime you can combine the two of them, I mean, man, that's a match right there.
He is at the top of his game. He's the most sought after air show. Brad's signature maneuvers that he loves doing this tsunami. He has so much fun. Here we go, 20 feet off the deck, heading back northwest again, pulling up vertical, tail slides it, left tail, which way is up and down? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He's looking out his left wing. If you get this aircraft in close, you're gonna see he's got a little sighting device out on his wings. It allows him to put that on the horizon. There you can see it out here on the left wing. See that little bar sticking out? There's actually an Air Show News magazine. Multiple performances throughout the season. Very special to have him here.
Well, my name is Danny Sanderson, and I'm an air show performer, part-time, have been for about 40 years, flying various airplanes around the U.S. and Canada. This airplane is a 1977 Decathlon, Super Decathlon, has 180 horsepower. It's a two-seat airplane and is certified for aerobatics +6, -5G. So I weigh 180 pounds, so at +6, I weigh 900 pounds. It's considered a kind of an entry-level aerobatic airplane. It's used a lot for training, spin recovery, and unusual attitude recovery to train a pilot what to do and how to recover if they get in a situation where they lose control, how to recover control, how to recover from a spin so that they can fly the airplane safely. My usual airplane is a biplane that I designed and built. It just had a rebuild on the engine, and I'm not comfortable flying that in an air show yet. So I'll be back here next year with that airplane.
Yeah, it is really amazing up here. As Bob Evans points out, these pilots are making some adjustments, particularly in the Decathlon. And go ahead, let's do another 5 ace. We're going to do this half Cuban and a 2-point roll. There we go. Back. Different aircraft. Just decided to bring the Decathlon down for you, Spanish Fork. Now, as if a 4-point roll wasn't enough, he stopped it every time around 8-point roll. How about this? That's going to send a little blood to your head, so just hang the Decathlon inverted today for you. Take that Decathlon off. Stand on the rudder here a little bit. We're going to come back vertical downline. Again, you have no idea how much is going on in the cockpit on all of these accesses, and in particular, making some wind adjustments. Kick over a little right rudder, coming back down.
The next event would probably be the standing half mile. That's the one that you see behind us, and we've brought out some of the most exotic and fastest cars in the world to see how fast they can go from a dead stop to a radar trap at 1/2 mile on the taxiway. And again, the first one that ever happened in Utah was here at Spanish Fork Airport. And over the years, it's grown. This year, we have over 50 cars, and there are several cars here that are worth over $1 million and are pushing over 1,000 horsepower. Some of the cars that are here in the standing half mile would be, we have a Bugatti, we have about 5 McLarens, I believe 10 Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches, Corvettes, you name it. Just about anything with a lot of horsepower is here today, and a lot of them actually are very rare.